Alright, so I'm going to balance a chemical equation using the algebraic method. So I'm going to have K plus F2 is going to give you KF. Step 1 says compare reactant side elements to product side elements. So identify its side. This is your reactant side. Here's your product side. And I have K F on this side, K F on that side. So there's only one K on this side, and there are two F's on this side. And there's one K and one F on this side. So the K's match, but the F's don't. So this equation is not balanced. Next step says multiply a distinct variable into each term. So I'm going to rewrite the equation. And now I'm going to multiply a distinct variable into each term, A, B, and C. So it says create equations involving variables and coefficients for each element. So once I get started, it'll become clear what that means. Like I did up top, you have a K and you have an F to consider. So for K, in the first term, I have A multiplying into K one time. So I'm going to just write A. In the second term, there is no K, so I'm going to move on. And on the product side, C is multiplying into each one of these. So there's one C over here, as far as K is concerned. And now, dealing with F, in the first term, there's no F. In the second term, there's two F's. So I'm going to write 2B. And on the product side, again, C is multiplying into F. So I'm going to write C. So here it says set first variable equal to 1. So A will be 1 because that's the first variable. And as you can see, A equals C. So C will equal 1 if A equals 1. And in solving for B, let's write this out. You have B equals C, when C is 1. So that's 1. Dividing through by 2. You end up with B giving you 1/2. Now, you don't want to deal with fractions, so I'm going to multiply through by a number to cancel this 1/2, which would be 2. So you have to multiply everything by 2. So now A is going to equal 2, C is going to equal 2, and B is going to equal 1. So it says substitute your results. So now we have 2 for A times K plus 1 for B. So you're just going to write F2 and 2 for C. So you're going to write 2KF. And lastly, repeat step 1 as a check. So on this side you have K, and you have F, and you have K, and you have F. So here, now there's 2 Ks. There are 2 Fs. Over here, just like the C multiplied into each one, the 2 will multiply into each one. So now you have a 2 into the K, and a 2 into the F. So now the K's match, the F's match. This is now your balanced equation. And I like the algebraic method. I prefer it to the traditional way, I'm going to call it. Um, I know you've probably watched other videos, you've seen your teacher, or you read in your textbook, and they show a different method for solving where it's like more of a trial and error, and that's fine, especially for a simple equation like this one, because it's quicker, it's less steps. But that's if the equation is simple. If the equation becomes complicated, I go straight for the algebraic method because it cuts out the trial and error and you get straight to your answer. So in my next video, I'll do a more complicated one, and stay tuned, there's more to come. Thanks for watching.